All right. I know. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming to yoga. We're going to start seated. You'll want your strap and go ahead and put a strap in a nice big loop and then set it aside for now. We're not going to use it just yet. And for my lovely student there who's going to be probably working mostly with a chair, we'll start seated with a chair with your feet on the ground, all that good stuff. And then find your seat, go ahead and get snuggled in, take the shoulders up to the ears, and then just rolling back and down. Good, 2 more right there, squeeze up and down. 1 more. And take them down and then let them be really soft, right? So try not to reach or extend or create excess tension here. Just let them be soft. Let the elbows come back toward the body and hang very softly. The chest is nice and long, the tailbone long. And we find our place, right? We find our spot on the mat. We find that place in our bodies where things feel like they are starting to line up a little bit. And I often think of like if we had a block on the top of our head and we wanted to raise up a little bit without tilting the head in either direction. So we lengthen through the crown of the head, lengthen through the neck without lifting chin or tucking. And then close the eyes if you're good. Start to soften the jaw, start to soften the neck. Maybe draw the back of the head back a little bit just to find that alignment. And take the breath in and let it go. And as you breathe, notice if you are creating tension in that neck, in the muscles of the neck and the upper chest. Just notice that. And if you can, draw the breath in nice and deep without that excess tension. Instead, move through the chest, the lungs, the ribs, the belly. Good. Few more breaths right here. And on your next exhale, if it's okay for your neck, go ahead and drop the chin. And feel again the tension, or maybe there's no tension there. The shoulders draw back, but don't overly pull them back. Don't overly create, again, that excess tension. Just let the head be heavy. And then take left ear to left shoulder. Maybe the right fingertips come to the floor. Always being mindful of your particular neck, right? As John's grandfather used to say, I don't get to be this age without learning a thing or two. So we know what we can do, what we shouldn't really be doing. And then from this side position, just look down over the left shoulder or the left leg. Replace that hand back on your lap, tuck your chin down toward your chest, go to the other side. Right ear to right shoulder, check and make sure we're not tightening up anywhere. And just breathe, just feel that. And then maybe the fingertips come to the floor. Notice if you're rounding here. It's really easy to either drop in through the chest or drop in through the chin. So chin is level. Nice deep breath, everybody. And then look down at that shoulder or that leg. Replace your hand, tuck the chin to your chest, take the head up. Inhale, reach up. You're going to take those hands, soft interlace behind your head, draw the elbows back, and try not to lift the chin again. It's very tempting. I want you to actually press the back of the head into the back of the hands. Don't overdo. You're going to feel that upper body get very active very quickly. And then with your head fully supported, again, if it's okay, look up. Now, if you have a tendency toward vertigo or dizzy issues, I don't know if I would take the head up too high. Maybe just glance toward that upper corner. And then take it neutral, reach the arms up, hold the beach ball, and then take the hands together, interlace, and see if you can hug your ears. Just squeeze it in. And then bend the elbows and take it up. Palms are flat. Good. Bend the elbows and take it up. Watch that head. Good. Bend. Last one. Take it up and then let the hands come all the way down. Roll it back. Take the hands behind. Press back toward the floor. I've actually got my knuckles resting on the floor. If you're working in a chair, you're just taking those arms either behind the chair or just behind your seat. Big deep breath and let go. Shake it out, everybody. And let's shake out those legs. Give them a good shake. Whew. Good. Nice standasana here, pressing the hands very gently toward the floor or fingertips. Elbows are in. The elbows are training back behind you. The legs are active. Woo. I did stairs yesterday. Those legs are already talking to me. That's not a good thing. Lift one leg, tone in through the belly, take the arms up. Why not? We might as well get these legs going. Big deep breath. Now imagine you're pulling yourself up. Pull, pull, pull. Like get really tall here. And then bend the knees, step over, lift up again, wrap your arm around your knee and come into a twist on this side. Yep, so there you go, Judy. I didn't say which leg to lift, I don't think, so I couldn't say which arm to wrap. Come into your twist, press down through the leg that's on the floor, lift up through your spine. Excuse me, and then inhale, reach up, twist the other way. Take that arm inside the leg and press through. Now, some of you might get a nice stretch through this back shoulder. If you're there, enjoy that. It feels really good. Don't over twist. Good. Inhale, arms up. Drop the knee and press through. Come into a seated figure four. Again, in the chair, you're just taking that knee or that ankle to your knee. Whoo, and rock side to side. Breathe, everybody. Good, straighten that leg. We got one more on this side. We'll see if we can remember them all on the other side. You're coming into Janusirsasana. So planting that foot on the inside thigh, pressing those legs together. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Keep the chest forward. Now, a lot of times we're going to lead with that head. I want that chin to stay back in space. Let the hands go. Imagine moving from the center of your chest, right, toward that foot. Big deep breath, open up the shoulders. Where are we going with the head, with the neck, with the jaw, right? Can we soften here and loosen up that space? Good. Some of you are going to come a little bit lower. Some of you are going to stay higher, right? Wherever your body is this morning, you can use your strap here. I didn't cue that, but we don't really need it. We're using the floor here to help us stretch through. And come on up, lift that knee, press it out, and let it go. Shake it out, everybody. All right, other side, right? Starting in Dandasana, big tall pose, right? I already feel so strong when I do this. I'm like, right? When you're ready, let's lift that leg, tone through the belly, take the arms up. That is certainly optional. Breathe. I always think of holding the beach ball because I want to use these back muscles. I want to try to get strong there. Press down through the other leg. Bend the knee, step over, lift even taller. Wrap the arm around your knee, take the other arm behind, open both shoulders away from each other. Try to soften here. What's going on? Head, neck, right? Do you need to move it around a little bit? Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, twist the other way. Whew. And breathe. Good. Keep that bottom leg engaged. Thank you, Miss Judy. And breathe. Feel that big opening through the chest, through the body. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, the knee drops. And we come into a seated figure four on this side. Good. Maybe we rock a little bit, warming up the hip. So we're warming up shoulders, hips, legs, getting ready for something. You're like, no, not something. Good. Straight in that leg. Take it to Janu Sirsasana, right? You can always go below the knee if that's too much compression. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive, open it up, bring the chin back, and then let the hands come down. Draw the shoulders back, the fingers draw back isometrically. We start to stretch in on this side. Find your breath. That's it. And breathe. Good. Come on up, everybody. Release that leg, press it out, let it go, shake it out. And then grab your strap. So again, if you're in a chair, I'm pretty sure you can do this. I would just be careful, be mindful. You're going to take the strap around both feet. Don't go to your widest setting, okay? So keep it a little bit on the short side. Make sure the flesh is out. If you need to, you're sitting up on a blanket or something to help with those hips and this ability to sit upright. So the key here, if you haven't figured it out, is to press against the strap. Woo! Now, the more you press, the more hip work is going to be happening. The legs are working as well, but not as much as right here. That almost sounded Southern. Right here is where this hurts. It doesn't hurt. There's sensation, right? It's all how you frame it. It's so true, right? How are we framing it? Whoo, press against the strap, flex the feet, notice, notice, notice. You can take the arms up if you want. If you do, watch those shoulder blades, watch where the head's going. Good, engage, engage. You're holding on to a gigantic beach ball. It's like, oh, it's so big. Breathe and release. Woo, good. Just kind of shake it out. And then tighten that strap up so that the feet get much closer. I would say, maybe double your hips width or 2.5 times your hips width, or just shorter than where you just were. Same thing, press against it. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Breathe. Now, when we have this sensation, right, we should be going, okay, what is this feeling like? Where am I feeling it? Is it muscle? Is it joint? Right? Is it pain? Is it sensation? All of those things kind of go through my head, and that will dictate how much you're pulling against the strap. If you're good and you're just feeling some muscle working, press against the strap. If it hurts, you should not be pressing so much, right? We find that engagement. And then bend the knees, but keep the tension. Just pause. Just pause. Judy, I would probably shorten your strap a little bit. Betty, it's the same with you. Good. Does anybody not feel this? Like, am I the only one? Arms up. Breathe, everybody. Whew. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let go. Good. Shimmy it in. Take the strap out. Oh, that's enough of that for now. Go ahead and come to table pose. You don't need your blanket right now unless you want it for underneath the knees. I would definitely keep your blocks close by for your hands. If you're using a chair, we're going to be playing with balancing table, which you know, and a little bit of slow sun salutes to get everything finished and warmed up. So from table pose, draw the belly in, press the right leg back. Notice, breathe. And all I want you to do is from toes down to toes sideways. Yep, that's it. Toes down to sideways. If you're using a chair, your hands are on the chair. Good, down, sideways. One more, down, sideways. Hold the sideways. You don't have to lift. I just want you to work the glutes, right? Work on those glutes. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn the toes down. Let's find balancing table. Breathe. Use your breath, everyone. 5, 4, 3, 2. Take the left arm and make it a cactus pose. That's it, just cactus. Watch the head, watch the neck. Reach it back out and let it all go. Woo, shake it out. Shake out that wrist if it's chatty. And then go to the other side. Press the leg, tone the belly, lift the leg, and just feel that leg working. If your wrists are talking to you, you could do soft fists, or you could do just turn the hands out a little bit and see if that makes a difference. And then turn the toes out and turn it back down 5 times. Turn them out. Focus where we're doing the work. Down and out, down and out. Yep, one more. Down and out. Hold the out. Just hold it. Extend through the leg. Straight leg, straight leg, straight leg. Turn the toes down. Reach with the opposite arm. Find your breath. That's it. And then take that arm to cactus arms. And release it. Release that knee. Good. From the chair or from table pose, come to downward facing dog. Stretch it out. I think one class, I'm going to have like a model. I'll have one person using a chair, one person doing one thing. We'll just get a whole lineup going. And take the feet wide. Walk your hands back. Bend the knees, everybody. Hands to knees and come on up. Good. Roll it out. Shake it out. Shake, shake, shake. Come to just a nice, easy mountain pose. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, left hand down, right arm up and over. Another space to watch the head, the neck. I see a lot of people that like to look up. Don't look up. Just look forward. Inhale, hug your ears. Exhale, the other side. Good. One more. Inhale, hug the ears. Exhale. Breathe. Inhale, hug. Exhale, release. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, hands to heart, open to cactus arms. Roll the shoulders, just roll. That's it. And then press them back. So it's kind of a wide and then a back, right? So it's going out wide, as wide as you can. If your hands are forward of your elbows, see if you can bring the hands either lined up or a little bit back, external rotation. And release it. Good. Shake it out. Come on back to the front of your mat. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, forward fold. Soften the knees, step back, right leg. Good. If you're on a chair, your hands are on the chair. For everybody else, your knee is up or your knee is down. Squeeze through the inner thighs. Take your hand to your knee. Come on up. Open the chest. Bend the back knee a little bit. Inhale the arms up. Breathe. When you bend that back knee, squeeze that back glute. Find your pose. That's it. Straighten the back leg a little bit more if you can. Take the hands down to the chair, step back, downward facing dog. Good, hold on to the beach ball. Pedal out your feet. Find your pose. Take it to plank. We've been doing tons and tons and tons of upper body the last few weeks. So here we are again. Hopefully we're feeling stronger, right? Breathe, take the knees down. Listen up. I want you to squeeze onto that beach ball, that imaginary beach ball, and just bend the elbows an inch. Don't lift the head, don't drop the head. Squeeze the elbows around that beach ball and push it back up again. Good, 2 more, just like that. Squeeze, breathe, and lift. Last one, squeeze, and lift. Plank pose. Downward facing dog. Breathe. Look through your hands, step forward, right leg. So far, so good. So far, so easy. Good. Knee up or down. You choose. Hands come to knee to find that stability. Bend the back knee a little bit. Take the arms up. Find a wall. Breathe. Notice. Good. Exhale. Hands come down. Step back. Downward facing dog. Plank pose. Option here, one leg lifts. Keep the hips level. Lower, lift the other leg. Lower, lower the knees to the floor. You're going to draw the elbows back. Come on down, chaturanga. Listen up. You're going to take those hands forward. Level out the head. I'm going to keep my head lifted just so I don't get too muffled. Hands are forward, palms are face down. Lift one leg. Breathe. Lower that down. Lift the other leg. And exhale. Good. Press into the hands to lift the head, neck, and chest. Take the arms back, cactus pose. If you're in a chair, seated in the chair doing cactus pose. Breathe. Good. Hands to the floor. Listen up. You're going to press into your knees, tone your belly, draw those elbows in, push up into a half plank. 2 plank, 2 downward facing dog. Breathe. Take the feet wide on your mat. Walk your hands back. Find your breath here, soft knees. Hands to your knees, come on up. And roll it out, everybody. Shake it out. I gotta go get my props. Hang on. Slid them out of the way. Grab your strap. You're gonna take it out just a little wider again. Not too much. And please be careful, be mindful. You're gonna step on one end. You're gonna step on the other end, and then you're gonna heel toe out until you get purchase. Okay. So you can always turn sideways on your mat. Yep, so you can go wider if you want. Open up the shoulders, just kind of notice. Now, if you start to feel off balance, step out of the strap, you don't need it. I want you to pretend that you're pressing against a wall on either side. And then feel those same hip muscles starting to work, right? Inhale, take it up. Breathe. Halfway down, push against the strap. Push, push, push. If this is too much for your back, take your hands to your thighs or your waist. Breathe. Hands come all the way to the floor. I did not cue blocks here, but if you want your blocks, you can certainly use them. Keep pressing against the strap. And then walk the hands forward. tippy or your fingertips forward and breathe. So you're pressing back away from the hands. You're pressing against the straps. That's it. Find your breath. Walk the hands back. Listen up. Bend your knees. I want you to press the knees out. Take your hands to your knees and come on up. Shake it out. And then walk the feet in so you can take the strap out. Grab the strap with your hands. Take the feet back out. Inhale, reach the arms up, kind of cactus arms behind. And breathe. Press against that imaginary strap around the legs. Reach up. Exhale, squeeze. Good. Up. Press back. Good. One more. Reach. Press it back. Take it up. Take it forward. Now, be very mindful here. This may be too much for some. I want you to pull the strap apart. Press against the legs. Reach forward. Head is level. And then take the strap down to the floor. So that's a whole bunch of work for the upper body and the core because we got all this weight out in front of us. So the legs have to be active. You should feel this. Push against the imaginary strap with those legs. See how it activates everything. All right, here we go. We're going reverse. Pull against the strap. Reach up. Reach, 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 reach. All the way up. Come to standing. Bend the knee. Bend the elbows. Bend the knees. Bend the elbows. Take it up and release. Roll it out. We're going to do one more. If that was just way too crazy for you, strap stays in and you're coming down this way, okay? All right, take it up. Bend the elbows. And up. We're just doing two more. Squeeze. Take it up. Back body work. Squeeze. And up. Pull it apart. Now, do the legs before you move, right? The legs are pressed back. Hinge from your hips. Reach forward. Maybe you pause. And then lower the rest of the way. Keep some tension on the legs and the strap. And then pull that strap apart. Lift, 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 lift all the way up. And exhale, release. Good. Set that strap aside. Breathe, everybody. Inhale. Have your blocks where you can get to them. Inhale, reach up. Exhale all the way down. Hands can come to your block. Step back your right leg. Don't take it to, actually, let's start in a lunge. Let's start in that lunge distance. Take your hands to your knee. Come on up. Bend the back knee. That's going to make the back leg work a little bit harder. Breathe. Turn the palms forward. Bring it to cactus arms. Can you find the sweet spot where the arms can be in cactus without straining the neck and the shoulders? Big deep breath. Good. Release hands to knee or hands to blocks. Straighten the front leg. If you're using a chair, your hands are on the chair. We're doing pyramid pose. If the pose is too long for you, shorten your pose. Your back toes are pointing more forward, but the heel can be dropped. Breathe. Find the pose. So again, we're lengthening. It's not about my head coming to the floor. It's about my whole torso lengthening across that leg. Big deep breath. Bend your front knee. Push off, step forward. Bend both knees. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to your heart. Roll the shoulders back. You got this. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to blocks. When you're ready, step back. Left leg, start in your lunge. Tone the belly, tone the legs. Maybe you bypass the knee this time and take the arms up. A little bit harder, right? Requires more balance. Breathe. Finding that lunge, turn the palms forward, come to cactus arms. Draw the head, neck back with the arms. That's it. Nice, Betty. Breathe. Take them up. Exhale to the blocks. Straighten the front or the back leg, front leg, and come into a pyramid pose. Again, if you're really long, this can be a little harder pose, or you can't drop the heel, so maybe you shorten just a little. Find your breath. Feel the stretch right through the hamstring. Use the belly to lengthen across the leg. Bend your front knee, push off, step forward, bend both knees, take it up. Exhale to your heart. Roll those shoulders. Woo. I've been doing a lot more upper body work, weights and things, and so it's it always has been for me, this tension, and how do we loosen it back up again, right? All right, we're back to the front of our mat. Still have our blocks there. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Soften the knees, step back right leg. We're coming back to that lunge. Now, you can always take the knee down for this part, of course. Engage the inner thighs. So if we're going to bypass the knees, the hands want to come close to the body. So it's like you're going to touch your knee, but just like you're going to pass up that knee and you're going to take it all the way up, right? So finding our balance that way. Big deep breath. Release those hands back to your blocks. Turn the back foot slightly to pyramid pose. The front hip rolls back, right? The front leg nice and straight, the back foot pressing into that back heel, that pinky edge of the foot. The torso lengthens. Big deep breath. Take both blocks onto their highest level. And the left hand block is sitting right about where your ankle is. So if it's kind of more forward, bring it back a little bit. Bend your front knee, turn your back foot to the side position. And then straighten the front leg. So triangle pose. Both hands are sitting on the blocks for a moment. I want you to feel the hip work, right? We draw the front leg's hip back. We press into the back leg. If the block at high level is not high enough for you, take your hands to your shin or to your thigh, okay? Now, your right hand, I want you to take it to your hip, but I want you to draw the elbow up. Yep. And then turn through the body. So if you can't bring these ribs, these top ribs up a little bit, I'm not saying to overly rotate, but it's ribs, chest, shoulder, then take the arm up. If that is really challenging, it's no worry. We just got to bring the body up higher so that the chest doesn't collapse. Does that make sense? I hope for everybody. Breathe. Good. Now push off the bottom block. Lift. Woo. Take the back hand down. So this is a reverse warrior, right? Breathe or not warrior, triangle. If the front knee was bent, it would be warrior. And then open up. Triangle pose. Breathe. Both hands to the block. Bend the front knee so that you can turn the back foot, pyramid pose. Bend the front knee, take it to a lunge. I know we're reversing what we just did. That's it. Hands to your heart, listen up. One, you're going to take the hands to the blocks to step forward, or with hands here, you're going to push off and step forward and then just shake it all out. Right? Whole bunch of work going on there. I'm just going to turn. I always face the same way. So now I'll look at you guys, girls. So you're back at the front, roll it out, shake it out. Don't let me do the same leg twice. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, take it down. Feel the forward fold. You can take time to shake it out, right? Bend the knees. And when you're ready, you're going to step back with the left leg. We're coming into a lunge. Make sure your pose is wide enough for balance. Now, one, you're going to bypass the knee. Two, you're going to use the knee. So here we go. Hands come close, reach up, play. There's some work here with bending that back knee that is kind of fun. You get more or not, right? You stretch this front quad, engage the back glute, straighten the front leg, or sorry, straighten the back leg. Thanks, Kristen. And hands come down to the block. Breathe. You're going to drop the front heel or drop the back heel, come into pyramid pose. Work with this pose, work with that front hip drawing back and the back hip drawing forward. In pyramid pose, the hips are both facing more or less forward, right? Breathe. Bend the front knee. Turn the back foot to the side position. I actually lengthen that stance a little bit for me. And then straighten the front leg. Walk the block that's under your right hand toward the ankle. Start to open it up. I like taking this hand right to my ribs. Where's the ribs? Can I open that space? And then take the arm up and breathe. Where is your head? Right? What's the head doing? Just try to look forward. How does that feel in your body? Imagine somebody's pulling at the top fingertips and getting you lighter on your block. And then push up, float up. Take the hand back. Breathe. And float forward. Triangle pose. Breathe. Turn toward the blocks. Straighten the back foot a little bit more. Pyramid pose. Can straighten the foot more for lunge. Take it up. Breathe. Take your hands to your heart, push off, step forward, shake it out, everybody. Ooh. Good, and just bend, shake, bend, shake. Bend, shake, that could be a song. Do the bend, shake. We'll make up a dance. Why not? What the heck? Somebody made up the mashed potato, you know what I'm saying? All right. We're going to add one more to that exact same flow. So you already know where we're going. We're just going to add a variation of Warrior 3 to all of that. Okay? All right. So, listo. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale, take it down. Forward folds feel so good when you're doing all this work, right? Soften the knees. Step back, right leg, come into your first lunge. Draw that hip back. When you're ready, take the torso up. You can always leave those hands down on your blocks or down on the chair. Big deep breath. You got it. When you're ready, take those hands to your block. Turn the back foot, straighten the front leg. So there's little subtle differences, right? The position of that back foot from straight for the lunge to slightly turn for pyramid. Breathe. Bring the block, at least the left hand block, back so that you can start to move toward triangle. Bend the front knee. Turn the back foot even more so it's facing the side of your mat. Straighten the front leg. Here we are, triangle. Slide that body close or that hand close to the body. Take the arm up. Use your breath. Push against the legs as if you had a strap around both feet. Push off that block. Lift up, lift up, lift up. Take it back. Whoo, stretch it out, everybody. And then float it forward. Triangle. Turn the body, hands to blocks, pyramid. Breathe, front leg straight. Turn the front back foot even more, lunge, take it up. Woo. Yep. Breathe. Hands down. This time you're walking your blocks. Walk them forward. Push off your back leg, variation of warrior 3. Use your core. Reach through the standing leg, press through the lifted leg, and then lower that foot back down to meet the other foot. Forward fold, everybody. Bend your knees. Come on up to standing. And roll it out, roll it out. Don't you feel strong? Right? It's amazing, right? So this little baby back foot is just doing all kinds of things and getting us into all these cool poses. It's awesome. All right, here we go. Other side, and then we're done with this. Here we go. Lift up. Exhale, forward fold. Let the head hang. Let the shoulders be soft in your forward fold here. Just breathe. When you're ready, bend the knees, step back, left leg. Keep those blocks with you. Coming into a lunge, squeeze in, press up. Yep. Every day in every way, we're getting better and better. Breathe. Release, hands to blocks. Turn the back foot slightly straight in the front foot. Find your pyramid pose. The shoulders are soft. The head is lined up. Push into both legs. Big deep breath. Bend your front knee. Maybe you step it back a little. Turn the back foot so that it's pointing to the side of your mat. Walk the right block toward the right ankle. Straighten the back or straighten the front leg. Left hand to left hip, left ribs. Open them up. When you're ready, take the arm up. It's almost like the ribs, the elbow follows the ceiling, and then the hand reaches up, and that chest is nice and open. Good. You got to squeeze your core to push off the front block. Reach up, reach back, stretch it all out, and then float it right back. Oh, it's amazing that block is still there. Triangle pose. Hand comes to your other block. The back foot turns in so that we find pyramid. Breathe. Straighten the back foot even more for lunge. Squeeze those thighs. Take it up, everybody. Open it up. That's it. Feel the stretch through the front leg. You can play with a bent knee. That's kind of a nice variation again. And if your psoas is really tight, that bent knee helps the torso come up. Good. Straighten the back leg. Hands come to your blocks. Your blocks do the walking. Reach them forward. Lift that back leg. Tone the belly. Level out the hips. Press out of the blocks as if you could lift right off of them. And lower the leg. Whew. Come into your forward fold. Big deep breath. Big heavy head. Good. Walk the feet to the edges of your mat. Bend the knees again, hands to knees. Come on up. Good. Roll it out, everybody. Grab your strap one more time, just for one more little leg thing. Step all the way through your strap. These are just little kind of isometric work that I really like. And then tighten the heck out of your strap so that it's mid-thigh, mid to lower thigh, but well above the knees. And once again, you can get purchase, which takes more than you think. And then press against the strap. That is just so sweet for me. My body likes this a lot. It's like, oh, it's like, because, right, when we press out, we open up the sacrum, we open up the sit bones. Yep, breathe, everybody. Just feel that. And then release it, shimmy out. Set the blocks or set the strap aside. I'm just going to move my blocks out of my way. And come, oh, we want to do one more thing. Before we came online, we were having a little wall squat contest. So I want you to find a wall, everybody, even you out there. And you're going to lean your torso against the wall. And I have my phone so we can time a minute. Now, here's the key. Don't go in yet. I'll talk. I mean, unless you really want to work. So your feet are roughly hips width apart. Your sacrum is pressed against the wall. When you look down, your knees and your heels or your knees and your ankles line up. So we press the sacrum, we press the shoulders. We find the squat that works for us, does not have to be this low. When you're ready, come on in. Here we go, 1 minute. This is what we do before class. Good, so, right, you can feel the shoulders, how they kind of roll. See if you can just press them back. I think a minute's gonna be a long time. So for me, a lot of times these wall squats, is mind over matter. If it really, really starts to become yucky for you, hands come to the wall and you push off and stand up. But just see what happens, right? If you go, yeah, I got this. Now we did a lot of work already. So maybe it's too much for you. We only have less than 20 seconds to go. Breathe. Use your breath, everybody. We're down to 10 seconds. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push off the wall. Well done, well done, well done. So your homework is to do that 2 more times today, okay? Somewhere, somehow. They're going, yeah, right. All right, back to the front of your mat. Inhale it up. Exhale it down. Whoo, step back, downward facing dog, everybody. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Oh, lower down to your knees. Come on to your bellies. All the way down. Oh, relax your head, relax your neck. Find your breath. Kind of shake out those hips just a little bit. Watch the knees here. I just want you to bend one knee. Bring that heel as close into the glute as you can without using your hands. And then straighten. Go to the other side. Squeeze it in. And straighten. Go back to the first leg. Lift the leg, but keep that hip bone on the floor. Straight leg. Straight leg. Yep. And lower. Lift the other leg. And lower. Bend both knees, flex both feet as if you were standing on the ceiling. Press down into the hips. This is a hard one to not lift the butt. So lift one knee if you can, right from here. And lower. Lift the other knee. And lower. Lower both legs and take the feet wider than your usual. So, closer to the edges of your mat. And then press all your toes into the floor. Let the head come down. I may keep my head up just so I can talk. Take the arms to cactus. Lengthen your torso and lengthen your tailbone. Lift the arms off the floor. Lift the head, neck, chest off the floor. Don't look up. Don't look up. I know this is a ton of work, everybody. Cactus pose. Good. Take those same arms, reach them back behind you, palms face up. Breathe. Lift the legs if you want. and lower. Drop the head, shake out the hips. Take the hands on either side of the shoulders. I invite you to go wide. Curl the belly, right? Pull the belly button away from the floor. Keep the elbows in, press up. Drop the shoulders, elbows in. Drop the shoulders and breathe. Come on down. So I'm gonna just come up on my elbows for a minute and talk because I got a bird's eye view of two of my students here, both of whom took their hips off the floor, right? So they're more in a little plank that, do I need to name names? Right, so when we're playing with cobra or low cobra, that was a variation, our hips are not off the floor. So we're not here, right? That's yucky. We're here. Okay, there's a big difference. And a lot of times in cobra, we kind of go half between cobra and half between up dog. And our backs can really get compromised there. So hips stay on the floor. And here's the thing. If I'm in cobra and I want my hips to stay on the floor, what are my elbows doing? They're bent. If I want arms straight, I just lifted up, I just dumped into my low back. So you have to be willing to use your upper body to find the balance. For me, the hands a little wider, the elbows in is what does the trick. Does that make sense? Yeah? All right, so let's give that a try. Don't go up as high, Miss Betty. Okay, so let's start right from the beginning. Come all the way down. The feet are touching the floor. Legs are active. Tone in through the belly button so that you're almost doing a tuck, a little bit of a tuck. That's just going to give you that low back some space. Take the hands on either side of the shoulders. Draw the elbows toward the side body and then push into the hands to lift up. If that feels terrible, change the hands, but don't lift the hips. If it feels really bad on your lower back, come on down, right? If I'm here, my arms are having to work like crazy to hold me there. If I take the hands out, because what are we doing with our back bends, right? We're trying to create mobility in our backs. Maybe the hands come forward, right? Who said the hands have to be back here and tucked in? I never got that in my body. Maybe it works for your body. It's okay, wherever you are. And then relax all the way down. Good. Maybe turn the head to one side. Maybe turn the head to the other side. And breathe. Good. Very carefully, I want you to, you're going to need your strap for one more thing before we come on to our back. So come on up, grab your strap. It should be in a fairly small loop because we just had it around our legs. If it is still in a small loop, go ahead and keep it there. If it got bigger, then make it smaller. You know what I mean. Take that loop around your lower legs, couple 2-3 inches above your ankles, and come onto your sides. We have done this in different variations. We're only doing the side hip today. We're not going to do all of it. Your head is comfortable, relaxed. It's on a block, it's on your arm. Flex both feet. Tone your belly, you're laying on your side, and pull up on the strap. So that top leg is pressing up. Keep the toes pointing forward so that you're using the side hip. Good, everybody breathe. So 1, you're here. 2, you're gonna see if you can get the bottom leg off the floor. That's it. Find your breath. You should be feeling that top hip a little in a happy way. Press 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Good. We're going to switch sides. I'm just going to turn around so I don't have my back to you. Same thing. So we start sideways. Try not to lean forward or lean back. Just stay right on that side hip. Turn the toes to point toward the wall. Woo. Feel one hip a little more than the other. Breathe. So when things like that get challenging for me, I just breathe deeper. Just in case you hadn't noticed. All right, 1, you're here. 2, you're lifting the bottom leg off. You got this. Nice straight legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Holy moly. Bend your knees. Take that strap off. I know. Set the strap aside. And then roll onto your back. Grab your strap. Take it around the bottoms of both feet. Take the both feet up high and then take the feet wide. Just hold on to the tail end of both straps. If you're not using a strap here, I would take the hands underneath the sacrum so that you can keep the low back supported. And then just a slight play of pressing out gently and then relaxing it. Pressing out, relax. One more, press it out and relax. And then bring both legs together. You can use your strap here. Take one leg out, let it hover a few inches off the floor. Good tone to your belly here. Good, raise that leg up, switch sides. Breathe. Bring that leg up, switch sides again. 2 options here. We're doing a little bit of a crunch. So either you hold on to your strap and lift your upper body up, you're kind of looking at your knee, or you let go of the strap and reach for your long leg. Breathe. Good, let go. Take that leg up. Last one, last side, I promise. Breathe. Either use your strap to press up or release and reach for the opposite leg. And let go. Good. Release both legs. Take the knees to your chest. Set your strap aside for good. Let your feet come to the floor. Lift your hips. Shift them over to the left edge of your mat. Bring the knees up and allow the knees to roll to the right. So coming into a twist, your left arm goes to a cactus pose, if that feels okay for you. If the left arm is hanging in space, take that left arm down and rest your hand on your belly. So we don't want to put that much pressure on the shoulder joint. So either it's resting on the floor and feels okay, or you have a blocker blanket under it, or you take it down toward your waist. Good, everybody breathe. Your other arm, your right arm is extended out to your side. Soften your jaw. You can play with that left arm if it feels good. Just kind of move it up and down. As if you were doing a little small snow angel. Good. And then bring it back to cactus. Raise one knee and then the other. Take it back to center. The hips come back to center and then they lift and shift to the right edge of the mat. Knees come back toward chest. They lower to the left. Here we are on the other side. Again, honoring the process, right? You either have maybe a block under the knees or something under the shoulder to support that. And just soften everything else. And then again with the right arm, if it feels good to move it around, just drawing the elbow down and then straightening the arm overhead. Just let it slide across your floor. Good, one more. And then raise one knee and then the other. Feet to the floor, hips back to center, your whole body centered on your mat. Both knees come to chest. If you're holding your knees, just release the hands and wrap the arms around you as if you were giving yourself a big hug. So the elbows, one on top of the other, the hands at the shoulders. Nice length through the back of your neck. And then switch the arm so that the other arm is on top. And then release the arms. Release the legs. Let's find our Shavasana. Straightening those legs. Take them wide on your mat. Feel the shoulders come back down to the floor. The palms are face up. The shoulders are externally rotated so that they can rest. We start to soften down. Feel your jaw slacken. Feel your belly soften. go of any thoughts that are creeping in. Allow your whole body to rest here. Let go of any remaining tension. So those of you who would like to stay longer, please pause here. For those of you ready, go ahead and wiggle your toes and your fingers. And slowly bring your knees up toward your chest. And I want you to do something just slightly different here as you rock the knees side to side. Allow the knees to roll to one side or the other and curl over to fetal pose or seedling pose. And curl over in a way that feels really good to you, that feels like you've just woken up from a nap. Pause here for just a second and ask yourself what it is that you can do for yourself today. What one thing, whether it's rest or a bath or a walk or a phone call, what can you do for yourself today to send a little love your own way? And with that thought, Go ahead and press up to your seated pose. Bring your hands to your heart and bow to that place within you that loves and accepts you for exactly the way you are. Love that place and move from there. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you, everybody.